Q6316-2, which is a definition of the term crew member? A. Any assigned to duty in an aircraft during flight except a pilot or flight engineer. B. A person assigned to perform duty in an aircraft during flight time. C. Only a pilot, flight engineer, or flight navigator assigned to duty in an aircraft during flight time. The correct answer is B. A crew member is any individual who is assigned specific responsibilities and duties related to the operation, safety, or service aboard an aircraft during the period of flight. They play a vital role in ensuring the smooth functioning of the aircraft and the well-being of the passengers. This definition encompasses a broad range of roles and positions within the aircraft. It includes not only the pilots, flight engineers, or flight navigators, but also other personnel such as flight attendants, cabin crew, load masters, dispatchers, and any other individuals assigned to carry out duties during the aircraft's flight. Each crew member has distinct responsibilities based on their assigned role. For instance, pilots are responsible for operating the aircraft, navigating, and maintaining control throughout the flight. Flight engineers may oversee the aircraft's systems, monitor engine performance, and assist the pilots. Flight attendants ensure the safety and comfort of passengers, while load masters oversee cargo and ensure proper weight distribution. By defining crew members as persons assigned to perform duty in an aircraft during flight time, the focus is on individuals who actively contribute to the operation, safety, and overall functioning of the aircraft while it is in the air. It acknowledges the diverse range of roles and responsibilities within the aircraft and highlights the importance of each crew member in maintaining a safe and efficient flight environment. 6316-3. Regulations concerning the operational control of a flight refer to? A. The specific duties of any required crew member. B. Exercising authority over initiating, conducting, or terminating a flight. C. Exercising the privileges of pilot in command of an aircraft. The correct answer is B. Regulations concerning the operational control of a flight refer to exercising authority over initiating, conducting, or terminating a flight. This means that individuals or organizations responsible for operational control have the power to make decisions regarding when a flight should start, how it should be conducted, and when it should end. Operational control involves overseeing various aspects of flight operations, including flight planning, coordination with air traffic control, weather considerations, and compliance with regulations. It encompasses the overall authority and responsibility for ensuring the safe and efficient operation of the aircraft throughout the entire flight. By having regulations in place for operational control, there is a clear framework that defines who has the authority to make key decisions related to flights. This helps to maintain consistency, accountability, and safety in aviation operations. Understanding and adhering to these regulations is crucial for individuals or organizations involved in flight operations, as it ensures that the necessary authority and decision-making processes are properly established and followed. This allows for effective coordination, communication, and control of the flight, leading to safe and successful operations. 6316-4. A stopway can be defined as an area A. Designated for use in decelerating the airplane during an aborted takeoff. B. At least the same width as the runway capable of supporting an airplane during a normal takeoff. C. Not as wide as the runway, but capable of supporting an airplane during a normal takeoff. The correct answer is A. A stopway can be defined as an area designated for use in decelerating the airplane during an aborted takeoff. When an airplane undergoes an aborted takeoff, it means that the pilot decides to abandon the takeoff procedure before the aircraft becomes airborne. This can happen due to various reasons such as engine failure, an obstacle on the runway, or any other emergency situation. The stopway serves as an extension of the runway and provides additional space for the aircraft to safely decelerate and come to a stop if the takeoff needs to be aborted. It is specifically designed and maintained to support the deceleration process, and allows the aircraft to stop in a controlled manner. The stopway is usually located at the end of the runway and is prepared to accommodate the aircraft's deceleration requirements. By having a designated stopway, the airport authorities ensure that there is sufficient space for the aircraft to safely stop in case of an aborted takeoff. This helps to minimize the risk of accidents and provides an extra margin of safety for both the aircraft and its occupants. 6316-5. What is V2 speed? A. Minimum takeoff speed. B. Takeoff safety speed. C. Takeoff decision speed. The correct answer is B. V2 speed is a critical parameter that plays a significant role in ensuring the safe takeoff and initial climb of an aircraft, particularly in the event of an engine failure. V2 speed is carefully calculated for each aircraft based on various factors such as weight, atmospheric conditions, runway length, and available engine power. It represents the minimum speed at which an aircraft can safely take off and continue its climb if an engine fails at the most critical point during the takeoff roll, known as the Critical Engine Failure Recognition Speed, V1. When an engine failure occurs at or before V1, pilots must make a crucial decision to either abort the takeoff and bring the aircraft to a stop or continue the takeoff and lift off at or above the V2 speed. Choosing to continue the takeoff after an engine failure requires a sufficient margin of safety, and V2 speed ensures that the aircraft can achieve and maintain a safe altitude during the initial climb phase. By reaching and maintaining V2 speed, the aircraft can overcome the loss of thrust from the failed engine and still have enough performance to climb safely, clear obstacles, and reach a suitable diversion airport if necessary. It provides a critical buffer to ensure that the aircraft can safely maneuver and climb even in a challenging situation. Maintaining V2 speed after an engine failure is crucial for the overall flight safety and the protection of passengers and crew. It allows pilots to handle emergencies effectively, make informed decisions, and maintain control of the aircraft during a critical phase of flight. In summary, V2 speed, also known as takeoff safety speed, represents the minimum speed required for an aircraft to safely take off and continue its climb even after an engine failure. It is a vital parameter that ensures the aircraft's ability to achieve and maintain a safe altitude, maneuver, and reach a suitable diversion airport in case of an emergency. 6316-6. What is the abbreviation for minimum control table airspeed? A. VS. B. VMC. C. VA. The correct answer is A. VS represents the abbreviation for minimum control table airspeed. VS, also known as the stall speed or minimum control speed, is a critical parameter that pilots need to be familiar with to ensure safe and controlled flight. VS is the lowest airspeed at which an aircraft can maintain controlled flight without stalling. Stalling occurs when the critical angle of attack is exceeded, causing a disruption in the airflow over the wings and a loss of lift. Therefore, it is crucial to operate the aircraft at speeds above VS to maintain adequate lift and control. The value of VS varies depending on several factors, including aircraft weight, configuration, such as landing gear and flaps position, center of gravity, and atmospheric conditions. It is usually specified by the aircraft manufacturer and provided in the aircraft's operating limitations or flight manual. Pilots must be aware of the VS for different configurations of the aircraft, such as takeoff, landing, and specific flap settings. It serves as a reference speed to ensure that the aircraft remains within its safe flight envelope and is controllable during critical phases of flight. Operating below VS can lead to an aerodynamic stall, where the aircraft may experience a loss of control, an uncontrollable descent, or a spin. Therefore, maintaining a safe margin above VS is essential to allow for maneuvering, gust encounters, and other operational factors without risking a stall. It is important to note that VS can be influenced by various factors, including weight changes, changes in center of gravity, or modifications to the aircraft's configuration. Consequently, pilots must be vigilant and consult the appropriate documentation to determine the correct VS values for their specific aircraft and operating conditions. In summary, the abbreviation VS stands for Minimum Control Table Airspeed. It represents the lowest airspeed at which an aircraft can maintain controlled flight without stalling. Operating above VS ensures that the aircraft remains within its safe flight envelope and allows for controllability during critical phases of flight. Understanding and adhering to the specified VS values is essential for pilots to ensure the safety and stability of their aircraft.